Fat Bald-Sicilian, FBS. I am very grateful for Fat Bald-Sicilian. I'll tell you why. FBS created more channels than Comcast.
You know, and then it's not like you have no violence on your record until you're 30, and then one night you just decide to go out and kill a cop. It doesn't happen like that. I got shot also. See that right there?
Oh my God.
Yeah, brother. I got shot 3 times.
But what I'm trying to say is that I knew that my life could have ended any given day, any given night, but it didn't happen.
Paulie G pulls up, Chris pulls up. Paulie G's talking about, he says, Jimmy, let's just kill him right now. He said, Jimmy, he says, I'm telling you, let's just kill him.
Your show, people are interested in your show. They look at you regardless. I always said who was going to make it? You and him. You prospered exactly what I knew you were going to do.
If we got to go kick down the door, we want to bring this kid with us. But if you want this guy to be around your daughter, maybe not so much.
Now do me a favor and tell them if they don't go get Narcan, you're going to show up to their house and beat them with a fucking baseball bat.
Yeah, I'll come there. I'll be honest, I don't think my father and my Uncle John Sr. would have liked being around now.
Then I also think there was part of it where, like, that feeling that you had after watching that show, like the second it ended and it went to black, and that panic was like, that's what Tony had to deal with every single day.
You already successful because you overcame a lot of obstacles in life, my brother. So take me and you, we could have easily back into the streets. You know what I'm saying? When times got hard, fuck no. Because guess what? Upstate, maybe the lights on. Feel me?
I appreciate everything. CeeLo, his mom, his whole lady Shannon, they all do for me. They always been there for me. A great group of lovely people.
Hola, MobTube familia.
You're the king of MobTube, so let them keep on coming at you. The more they hate you, the more successful you're going to be.
You come at the king, you best not miss.
Yizzo, good morning, everybody. Good morning. It's Monday. Doesn't really matter much to me, but I'm sure a lot of you guys aren't happy about it. Thank you, Miss Can't Be Wrong. Thank you very much. Chris Capello, Michael Hensley, Della's my name. Sally, War. Nick Romano Show. Paul Atkinson. We love you too, Michael Hensley. Let me see. Make sure I didn't shout him out already. No, I don't think so. Tom Sheehy. I'm doing this backwards today, guys. I'm a little fucked up here. Sam the Man. I'm going up instead of down. I think I can go the other way now. Joe Bag of Donuts. I don't know. Might have shouted you out already. All right. Enough of that. So anyway, guys, 51 people. It's starting slow. It's the way it's been the last few days. Got to get the algorithm fixed. But I was watching Nick Romano's show earlier. I was in the chat a little bit. I heard about what went on. I saw a little bit of it. I guess Chicago Muscle's a little pissed off at Nick Romano. And I think Nick is a little confused by it. Why? What did I do, Miss Can't Be Wrong? What did I do? Yeah, Nick, all I can tell you is this. There's been so much shit that has gone on since the beginning of this MobTube. So much shit that some of these beefs run really fucking deep. You know what I mean? Really deep. Hang on one second. Sally, $5 FBS. I'm sorry I can't do this regularly, but I appreciate you. No worries, Sally. Thank you very, very much. Anything you can do is appreciated. And I believe 1 month you gave me $700. So you're all paid up. Matter of fact, it might have been 2 or 3 months in a row. Anyway, oh yeah, I was going up, down, all different ways. Yeah, some of these beefs, like I was listening to Nick and he was talking about how like people fight over like the color of a shirt and stuff like that. Yeah, petty shit goes on, but most of this stuff isn't petty. There's very serious shit that is taking place behind a lot of this stuff. You know, shit that in some cases I won't even get into. There's the obvious stuff, like MRE being a Nazi and a chomo and a rat and gay and all that stuff. You know what I mean? And only 3 of those things are a good reason to not like him, I guess. Or hate him, actually despise him, in my opinion, too. But, even though some of them are more obvious than others, shit like that, stuff like Tony Pizza is quite obvious. Tony Pizza is a fucking animal, there's also a lot of betrayal and backstabbing that took place, within certain friendships and stuff like that. A lot of things ended badly. A lot of people despise each other now, stuff like that. There's a lot of crazy shit that's going on. And people have done really, really fucked up shit to each other for years now. You got to understand, we're coming up in what, 5 fucking days, 3 days, 4 days on 3 years. 3 years of this horse shit. A lot of fucking wars have taken place, man. Oh my God. A lot of backstabbing, like I said, betrayal, a lot of viciousness, a lot of fucking venom, a lot of crazy stuff. So, that's why some people take such a strong stance. I don't blame them for taking that type of stance at all. But I understand where Nick is coming from as well. It's good. I'll tell you this, Nick, and trust me, take it from me. And like I said, I'm not trying to influence you one way or another. I mean, no offense to you, but whatever way you go is not going to make a difference in my life one bit. Most of the time I've been on here all by my goddamn self. Even when I had friends, I was by myself for the most part. Okay, so I'm not somebody who looks for allies. I just don't. I couldn't care less. You know what I'm saying? I have a couple of friends, that are content creators and a whole bunch of friends in my chat and stuff. And that's good enough for me. But I do like you, Nick, and stuff. And I'll just let you know, the numbers thing, believe me when I tell you, don't pay attention to your numbers. Okay. Pay attention to your money. Okay, that's the only numbers you should be worried about, is what's going into your bank account. Okay, and I'll tell you why. We are a small community, a tiny, minuscule community that is never going to go anywhere on YouTube. Never. There's never going to be even one big YouTuber from MobTube. There isn't now, and there never will be. Okay, anybody who actually even fucking is on the map when it comes to YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Nobody, not one person. Okay, even the mob content creator guys, they're nothing. When it comes to the big picture of YouTube. So you're never going to have those kind of numbers. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen, no matter who you are. Unless you're Michael or Sammy. Those are the only two that are, I guess you could say, in YouTube's eyes, decent sized channels. Even they're not big channels. There's thousands of channels with millions of subscribers. You know what I mean? I think Michael has over 1 million. I don't even think Sammy has that. Okay, but nobody, within MobTube is going to fucking come anywhere close to those two guys. Nobody. Numbers are pointless on MobTube. On YouTube, if you're doing something else and you have the potential to reach a whole lot of subscribers and views and stuff, that's great, but not on MobTube. That's never going to happen. So the mistake a lot of people make, people who are hungry for those numbers, like, let's just say stand-up guy, his dick gets hard the more live views he gets and the more subs he gets. And he's never, ever, ever even had a decent sized channel, even when it comes to MobTube. Look at his chat. His chat is full of the worst fucking people you can imagine. And I'm not saying that based on my opinion of them. I'm saying that based on pretty much society's opinion of them. You know what I mean? You're talking about people who are neo-Nazis, a whole crew of them. And then a whole bunch of people who condone that shit. You're talking about the leader of that group being a child molester, and a whole bunch of people who just choose to ignore that because they feel like the leader of the crew is too important to their so-called movement. Okay, you're talking about people who think that anyone who ever cooperated in the past should die a fucking horrible death, or they should have rotted away in prison. You know, just horrible people who wish bad things on others, and they stick up for criminals and low life scumbags. You know, that's who they want to see set free. You know, so you don't want to have a zoo in your chat either. I'm just giving you friendly advice. You don't want to have a zoo in your chat either. And people who are really out to get those numbers, that's what they have. They have a zoo. People who want to be liked by everybody, I know several of these people, they'll allow anybody into their chat. And when you do that, your chat becomes a chat full of trolls. You know? So my advice to you, and trust me, Nick, you could ask anybody. I am by far the most successful person in the history of MobTube, with the exception only of maybe Michael and Sammy. Well, definitely Michael and Sammy. Okay, as far as money, nobody comes close. Nobody has ever come close. I pretty much have this down pat. You know, I figured out how to turn this into a business instead of a hobby. So that would be my advice to you, man. Yeah, I'll give everybody a chance. That's cool. But, you know, keep an eye out for who's who. You know, like you'll see people that come into your chat to start trouble, only to start trouble. You probably didn't even notice it, but there was a person named Martha or something Cohen, I think Choen, something like that, in your chat earlier. I forget the exact name. He/she, whoever it was trying to start trouble, and you probably didn't even realize it. See, that person knows that SoFlo comes on before me every day. Now, you probably don't know that because you haven't been around that long and SoFlo's been on a break. But SoFlo comes on before me every day. So what that person was doing by constantly, Marty Cohan, there you go, repeating over and over how great it's going to be, that you're going to be coming on before me, and it's going to be a great new schedule. That was his way of getting SoFlo to come after you. Now, I know you don't even notice shit like that yet, but you'll start to notice it. Now, I would have blocked that person or timed them out, but, you know, I don't, you'll find out with me, Nick. I use my wrench very rarely, and thank you for giving me one, by the way, but very rarely. I don't, you know, because I don't know who you want blocked and who you don't. And I'm respectful of that. But even that person why do you think they kept repeating over and over? What a great new schedule. Nick's coming on before FBS, and then, you know, it'll be, Nick and FBS every morning. I can't wait. I watch FBS's show every morning, and now Nick will be on before him over and over and over and over because he wanted that message to be seen. You know, because everybody knows SoFlo comes on before me. Now, that doesn't mean you can't, Nick. But, you know, that was that person's way of starting trouble, without a doubt. So you'll see certain people will come into your chat just to start trouble with others. For example, eventually, just me being in your chat, people will come in there just to start fights with me. Those are people you don't want because they're there to disrespect your chat. They don't give a fuck about you. You know what I mean? That's why I am the way I am. Like Mooch yesterday. I have no personal problem with Mooch, except if he was really talking about Chicago's wife in the past, which, you know, Chicago says it, he probably was. Okay, but yesterday it was quite obvious. First of all, he was going to platform the guy that called Chicago's mother. That was the last straw right there, no matter what. He would have been gone anyway. But when I saw that he was starting trouble in Jesse's chat with Chicago, I said to myself, okay, now when I start my show, if I see Mooch, because Mooch never comes around, he only ever comes around to start trouble with Chicago. So if I see Mooch in my chat this morning, that means he's there to start trouble with Chicago. Now, he was already getting blocked anyway, but, you know, even if he wasn't, he would have been blocked for that. You know what I mean? So, you know, you'll find out, bro. You'll find out. There's going to be people there who care about you, who like you, who want to support you and donate to you and see you do well. And then there's going to be people who try to use you for your channel. You know, whether it's a way for another live chat for them to start shit in or start drama in or fight with other people in, whatever, or it's just a way of getting on your panel to help themselves in some way or to get their word out because they don't want to do it on their own channel or they don't have a channel. You know, you'll see all that. Sorry, my voice is still fucked up from this COVID, guys. Sabrina Merrick, thank you so much for the $5. Look at this, Sabrina, great new donor. That's awesome. That's 4 days in a row now, I think. Thank you, Bronsky. Glad to have you with me. Let me get down here. Hawk Tua. You know, I just read about that Hawk Tua thing. That's some girl that said you got a Hawk Tua on that thing. It's you look it up. It's a TikTok thing. You know, you are just Tony Pizza with a house. You both beg. See, I pulled this up on purpose and scam on YouTube, except you have a house and he is a homeless creep. You are the same person, lifelong scammers. Now you can block me. Bye. No, I'm not going to block you. I'm going to drop the link for you. And then when you come on here, which you won't, and try to say that, I will fucking annihilate you and humiliate you in front of everyone. Here's the link. You can't name a scam, a single scam I've ever been a part of, Hawk Tua. Matter of fact, if he's blocked, unblock him, please. And I want him to tell me one single scam that I've ever been a part of. One. And I don't beg, dickhead. I do what every other YouTuber does. So if I beg, every other small YouTuber does too. That when they put up their Cash Apps, their Venmos, their PayPals, and they ask for donations. Yeah. You can call it that all you want, but again, you're like the rest. You would do what I do in a heartbeat if you could. Hervé Gill, been a long time. Oh, that's awesome, man. Thank you for saying that. I do my best. Yeah, Hawk Tua isn't blocked. Now, the link is in the chat, and you're not blocked, Hawk Tua. So if you have a bunch of scams I'm involved in, I'm sure you'll start listing them right now because you are not blocked. So if Hawk Tua doesn't come back in the chat and name some stuff, I guess he just made up everything he said, and he's just following this narrative people like to use against me. You're right, man. I'm exactly like Tony Pizza. I just have a house. You're right. And I take care of my elderly mother, whereas Tony Pizza steals from his. I have a wife who I love and adore and I'm faithful to, whereas Tony Pizza has nobody and could never have anybody. You hold on, I'll go on. You abuse your chat when they don't pay you, throw hissy fits, and leave. You are a clown, block me. That's not a scam, dickhead. That's me being a little bitch about not getting paid. No, it's not even that. It's me demanding money for the product I put out. That's what it is. You can call it me abusing them. But let me tell you something. I do abuse some of them, and I'll abuse some of them right now. The people who are in here who watch me every fucking day and can't fork over $1 or $2 every now and then, but you rely on my shows to get you through your work day or your commute or whatever it is, you ain't shit. If you have the means to fucking donate to your favorite content creator or even one you like and you watch regularly and you don't, you ain't shit. So there you go, Hawk Tua. That's Hawk Tua. I'm spitting on you and everybody who doesn't fucking donate, who can and chooses not to. How about that? Yeah, you're fucking right. I do. I'm no sucker. I'm no sucker. Absolutely. If I owned a fucking business, okay, and people started coming into my store and just walking out with my products, I'd spit on them too, and I'd abuse them all fucking day. I'd probably beat them with a fucking baseball bat. So yeah, you're fucking right. Hawk 2, I highly doubt you have a job. You can't. It's fucking Monday afternoon and you're in here worried about me. Monday afternoon, 12:04 p.m. You're fucking sweating me. You don't have a job. Grab the link, dickhead. You are Tony Pizza in a house. That's all you are. Okay, I'm gonna get back to that. But Hawk Tua, again, you said that I scam people. That's what you said, Hawk Tua. Now I asked you to mention a single scam that I've pulled. Look, you both beg and scam on YouTube. Okay, where's the scam? You have failed to provide a single scam. Where's the scam? Come on, I'll wait. Oh, you don't have to block him yet. I want to know the scam. Of course, he doesn't have one because I've never ever pulled a scam on anyone. I'm the only honest fucking person on MobTube. Fully 100% completely fucking honest. Now, as far as Tony Pizza in the house, I'll go over it again. Tony Pizza steals from his mother. I take care of my mother. Literally, I take care of her. I help her financially. I've given her a place to live. I've made it so she can retire, and I make sure she has everything she wants and that she's always happy. Okay? I have a family who loves and adores me and friends who love and adore me. Tony Pizza has nobody, nothing. Not a single family member will even fucking speak to him. I have a house. You're right. He doesn't have a house. I have possessions coming out my ass. He has nothing. I have worked basically my entire life. And if I wasn't working, I was selling fucking drugs. And no matter what I did, I always made a living for myself. For myself. No matter how I had to do it. No matter how I had to do it, I always managed to do it since I was a fucking kid. I started selling drugs when I was 15 fucking years old so I could have the shit my parents couldn't get me. You know what I mean? I've had a series of relationships throughout my fucking life, long-term relationships too. You know, I had a child when I was 21 years old, and I was an amazing father who wound up, even after a breakup, with equal custody of my child. I now help raise 2 stepkids. Well, one's grown. The other one I help raise. But even the grown one, I've done more things with him to help him and be a father figure to him than his own father. He'll tell you that. Okay. I have a vehicle. I have, you know, like I said, real bills and responsibilities that I take care of. And I never, ever, ever came in here and said, guys, this or this or this has come up. I need a little extra right now. Never. It's never happened. I ask for donations for the entertainment I provide, and I pay everything out of that money. That's it. You've never heard me ask for a specific item. I could go on for fucking days about the differences between me and Tony Pizza. This is just something you like to say because you hate me, and there's no bigger fucking insult than to say somebody is like Tony fucking Pizza. Look at this. Look at what my begging has gotten me. And Nico See a Connection just donated $1.25 and said, get yourself something nice from the Dollar Tree. Let me tell you something, Hawk, too. As soon as this show is over, I'm going to the Dollar Tree and I'm going to fucking splurge. I'm going to get some Junior Mints. That's what I'm going to get. My voice is fucked. What's so BCP? Let me see. Pizza is the bizarro opposite, he said. Pizza, though, but then he said, of FBS, I mean. Yeah, of course. There's nothing about us that is alike. Nothing. You can't even compare the asking for money thing. You can't in any way, shape, or form. All I ever say is, guys, if you're enjoying the entertainment, donate. Tony Pizza every day has a new expense for you to pay for him. He's got a new thing he needs you to buy for him. He gets himself a place to live or a hotel, and he sits down and explains to his viewers all their new bills they have to fucking pay. You know what I'm saying? Plus, you don't even know, Hulk Tour, what I do off of YouTube to add to my income. You have no idea. You have no idea. And if you try to say you don't do anything, again, you have no idea of that. You don't know whether I have something or not. And if so, you don't know what I do or how I do it. You know what I mean? Tony Pizza has made it clear he will never work a job. I'll get a job in a fucking heartbeat if this shit, fails completely. I'll do whatever I have to do. Tony Pizza won't. Tony Pizza will move on to another fucking form of panhandling. That's what he'll do. And that's what Tony Pizza does on here. Pizza begs. Nobody else begs. I have yet to see anyone else begging. Anyone. Pizza will tell you he needs money because he's starving. That's begging. He needs money for a hotel, or him and Leon are going to be in the rain. That's begging. Please give me money for this. Please give me money for that. All that horse shit. That's begging, stupid ass. And again, of course, jerk-off face didn't fucking grab the link. Huck Tua is nowhere to be found because you fucking know better. There you go, guys. No Huck Tua. Now, I wanted to see what was going on up here before this dickhead distracted me. So let me go back up a minute. Oh, was he? I didn't even see that. It depends. I'm not sure, Nick. When I wake up, he's on. I know that much. I don't know. But that doesn't mean, I don't think that would be, SoFlo telling you can't come on when he comes on. I mean, you can do whatever you want. But he'll be on, or maybe he will feel some type of way. I don't know. I think he's coming on after me today, Nick, and I think he wanted to talk to you, so he was going to drop the link or something. So, in case you're around. FBS, I blocked that Marty Cohen jerk, and he was messing with people in the chat who like you. Oh, was he? I didn't even see that part. I just saw that he kept repeating that. No. I don't think that's the situation, Nick. No, I don't see him doing that. Repeating the thing about the schedule, and I knew why he was doing it. You know what I mean? Jacob, man, I was just watching a video about Anthony Raimondi you made. Oh, really, Jacob? Yeah, man, I was famous for those, bro. I was really one of the first people to go after him like that. That was a long time ago. I should start going after Raimondi again. Most people that found my channel, not most, but a huge percentage of people that have, discovered my channel, discovered it because of the Raimondi videos. It was the smartest thing I ever did. It was probably even better than going after A-Light. Fucking, I didn't know it at the time. That fucking horrible debate on Stax's fucking show with that fucking terrible audio. That fucking, it was on Stax's channel. It benefited me more than it did him. I got 10 times the views he's got. We both have the same video on our channel. But that shit, man, so many people have found me from that. Let me see. Marty Cohen disliked me then when I came in. It changed. LOL. Oh, is that right? Yeah. Let me see something. What is this? Wait, hold on. I just got something in. Wait, let's see.
Muggsy's asking me if I got in touch with Carmine. I guess Muggsy didn't pay attention to the show.
No one does. Not just Muggsy. We all don't pay attention to you. And you're losing your fucking hair. Look at that. Losing your hair, punk. Talking about bald people.
Frankie,
you also talked
feel free to speak your mind.
All right, this is a long video. It's 4 minutes. I don't know if I should play the whole thing or not, but it reminded me of something. So last night, Joey Dimes hits me up, and he tells me that this Frankie the Fixer, and Frankie the Fixer, you truly do belong with Tony Pizza because you are just as dumb as him. I swear to God. I mean, not like we give him, but Frankie the Fixer, let me tell you something. If the day you stop donating to Tony Pizza, he's gonna fucking annihilate you. I hope you know that. You got a friend for life now, buddy. You got a new responsibility for life. He does not give a fuck. I don't care if you give him $100,000. As soon as that money stops flowing, he's gonna fucking dox you and everything else. And then you got to worry about us. But apparently, you said I should put up $10,000, and you'll put up 20, and then Pizza would show the title to his RV. This is another aspect of the delusion you fucking fools are under. You think I give a fuck whether Tony Pizza owns it? Why would I put up 10 cents to see the title? I wouldn't. Certainly not if it's going to that piece of shit. I don't give a fuck about the title. I don't believe he owns it. Do I care if he does? Not at all. Frankie, you stupid ass. He's talking about I should put up 10 grand to see the title. What the fuck? Why? Why would I do that? 10 grand? Are you fucking kidding me? 10 grand. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I want to see the title, Does Pizza's RV that bad? What the fuck are you talking about, bro? What do you mean? No, as far as you putting up 20, go right ahead. I mean, I'm assuming you're so tight with Tony. If it exists, you've already seen it. I don't even get the whole point of what you said. If it was repeated to me correctly, the way you said it, I don't know. But you are not a bright individual, bro. FBS should put up 10 grand. What? Oh yeah, of all things, that's what I'm going to use 10 grand for. I want to see the title to Pizza's RV that fucking bad. Fuck out of here, bro. Listen, you throw away your money on Tony Pizza, stupid ass. You do that. And then we'll all sit back and wait for the day that he makes you regret it. The day that he fucking annihilates you. And it will happen. It will. There was a guy before you. There was a Frankie the Fixer before Frankie the Fixer. His name was Joe Candela. You want me to tell you everything Tony Pizza put Joe Candela through when he stopped donating? Oh, my God. The shit he said about that man's wife and kids, and oh, my God. Doxed his businesses, and unbelievable. I guess that's what was going to happen, Miss Campion, if I understand correctly. I don't know if Chicago is in here, but he could explain better. Huge difference. There are a million differences. Speaking of getting paid, guys, all this bitching about donations, why don't some of you guys donate? There's 118 of you. That would be fantastic. It would be. FBS, they do this shit, then make the clips calling you names, troll holes. What do you mean exactly, Miss Can't Be Wrong? Oh, my God, Huck Tua. Oh, yeah. Well, if you weren't blocked after the Miss Can't Be Wrong, fuck, I put him in timeout. Did you guys already block him? You could talk shit about me, dickhead, not Miss Can't Be Wrong. Of course, you're too much of a coward to come on here and say any of this shit to us, right? Like, why don't you hop on, talk to her? I'll put the link in the chat again. I'm sure Miss Can't Be Wrong would like to say some things to you, too. Here. As a matter of fact, we'll just have her. It'll be just me and you if that's what you'd like. I'll tell you what. I'll give you that courtesy. It'll be just me and you. But if you have the balls, we'll just have a whole lineup of people coming on here to abuse you one after another, Huck, to us, since you want to talk shit about other people. Don't worry. Miss Can't Be Wrong doesn't have to be here. I'll abuse you for her. I promise. But quite honestly, if she wants to come on, she's coming on. Pizza is number one loser and lies constantly his entire life. Yeah, that's another thing. Talk about being the fucking complete and total opposite of Tony Pizza. I'm Honest Abe, and he's a pathological fucking liar. You know what I mean? I'm Honest Abe, and he's Donald Trump. The motherfucker, every time his lips are moving, Tony Pizza's lying. Every fucking time. Joe Bag of Donuts, member for 20 months. Thank you very much, Joe Bag of Donuts. I appreciate you. David Lopez, yes, sir. Did you guys just lose me for a second? My screen went black. So looks like my signal is weak. Maybe Lee Cole stole it. Antonino, I've made it to the peak of the YouTube chat mountain. Pizza mentioned me yesterday. Apparently he wants me to put up 10K to show proof. He owns his trailer. I'm working on it. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, and I'm supposed to too, I guess. Why would anybody do that? Tony, do you realize, see, Tony has convinced people like Frankie the Fixer that we care about his money, that we get upset when he makes money and all this shit. That's how he gets these dumb motherfuckers to donate to them, because they hate us. So he convinces them that it angers us in some way when he gets something or when they give him money, or we could give a fuck less. I told you, it doesn't fucking matter. Even if he bought that RV, that'll be gone in a few months too, like everything else. Don't believe me? Watch. I haven't been wrong yet about a prediction. I haven't been wrong yet. You'll see. So what do we care? I don't give a fuck if he owns 10 RVs. All I care about is what I own, what's in my bank account. You know what I mean? And I still don't have a futon or an RV. Oh, shit. Didn't Tony just attack a subscriber because the guy said as long as he's around, Tony would never be without? Pizza literally is mad because he needs this guy to support him. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Attacked the guy. A guy that was nice enough to say that and probably gave him thousands of fucking dollars. You know what I mean? He attacked the guy. Very strange world Pizza lives in. It's not the same world the rest of us live in. Not the same reality, anyway. My GPS took me to a low bridge. I had to back up a long distance. Oh my God, that sucked. I bet. Fuck that. That's why I can never drive. Well, you drive a tractor trailer or like a box truck. What do you drive? Does FBS know about the bet Pizza made him? No, I don't know about anything. Frankie the Fixer, you blowing pizza yet? I'll send you some mouthwash. Rinse that dick taste out of your mouth. Yeah, that's what he does. He's fucking Pizza's cock holster. Do you mean about the one I mentioned, Sam the Man? About the fucking, I guess I'm supposed to bet 10 grand that he doesn't have a title or something? I'll tell you what, Tony Pizza. I'll tell you what. I'm going to be nice. I'll bet you 100 pennies. Okay, $1 that you don't own that RV. There you go. That's as far as I'm willing to go. I'll bet you $1. Now, for $1, you better take me up on my bet. Otherwise, you don't own it. You know what I mean? You better show that title now. Otherwise, we know for a fact you don't own it because you'll do anything for $1. Anything. Pizza admitted his title says less than what he paid for tax reasons. LOL. Like, dude, fuck Pizza and his title, and what he paid his donors are dumb enough to keep paying him. Let them. Yeah, of course. It's not for tax reasons, bro. It's not for tax reasons. There's no way. That's him saying that, letting you know he's laying the groundwork for if and when he shows the title, it's going to say a lot less than $8,000 on it. And he's got to explain why. Well, we do over here, Nick, because I'm an expert at it. This side does. I don't know if everybody else has figured it out yet, but you would think because I've doxed half of MobTube. So Pizza walks on hot charcoal just to feel something. It's how his feet are black. Yeah, what the fuck is up with those feet, bro? I don't want to think about that shit again. Jesus Christ. Baby A, $5. Welcome back, FBS. All trolls against you get blocked. Well, thank you, Baby A. Thank you very much, and thank you for the $5. I have the 10,000, but I don't care. It's junk. Yeah. Oh, I have it too. But for that, are you kidding me? Fuck out of here, bro. I don't care. I don't care what he owns and what he doesn't own. It doesn't matter. I just don't believe he owns it. Doesn't mean I know he doesn't. I just don't believe he does. But now we see that even if he does, he's made it clear already that he lied about the value. You know what I'm saying? You better be careful with those business records. You might wind up with 34 felonies. You know what I'm saying? He reminds me so much of Trump. I can't help it. I'm more concerned with getting the clap off an airplane toilet seat again than what pizza spews from that hole in his face. Again, huh? Jesus Christ, Casey Robinson. That's TMI, bro. Midwest Mafia Productions, $1.50 for... Wait a minute, where is it? Gonna do Cash App more often, bro. Awesome. Thank you. Cash is always better. Cash is always better. And I'm not getting either of each right now. I got two super chats and 2 cash donations equaling $2.75. Let's see. Oh, yeah, so BCP, you know it. Most likely. Yeah. Fucking jerk off. That poor woman, man. I swear to God. I feel for her. And it's sad, because she's at the end of her life and, this is what she's had to deal with. She hasn't had an easy life. There's no way. She's got a son. Think about this animal. I mean, he had to go to a fucking mental institution for sticking his cock in his brother's mouth. Think about that. Like, how disgusting. The shame you must feel when that's your son. You know what I mean? It's Creedmoor, Sagamore. We're talking about between the ages of like 12 and 14. He's in different mental institutions. She can't get him to go to school. She told me herself she couldn't get him to go to school. So she just finally gave in and said, well, at least, drop out and get a job. And then he gets a job and she asks him not to wear his dirty overalls on the new carpet. And he leaves home and takes her for child fucking support. And then for the rest of her life, she's got to live for 41 fucking years now. Okay. She's got to live just getting random calls from him, asking her for shit and begging to come live with her when he doesn't have a place to stay. And then abusing the shit out of her once he gets there, taking money from her. She gave him $10,000 fucking dollars so he would get his life together. Her own words, get a job and get his life together. He squandered the whole 10 G's. He bought a piece of shit car for $4,800. He probably put another $2-3 grand into repairs, and the rest he went on a fucking week-long drug binge with. He's disgusting. Now listen, some of us put our moms through hell. I'll be the first to admit I did, but not that kind of shit. I was just a criminal. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't fucking... I didn't do anything that resembles anything he ever did. Anyone can write their name on a title. I want to see his name on some current vehicle insurance or a driver's license. Yeah, no shit. Good point. Pizza said UNCM docs Joe Candela. No, he didn't. How could we even dox Joe Candela? Joe Candela came on here as Joe Candela. How do you dox him? What, put his address and shit out? I don't know if Chicago had anything to do with that. He might have. I didn't. I didn't like Joe Candela because, he was in this chat a lot and he would donate and stuff. And then me and Pizza started beefing and he, kind of took Pizza's side. So, I didn't like him after that, but I never hated him to the extent of doing anything. Well, then again, when he was really supporting Pizza, I did hate him, but I didn't do that. Look, Av, you still here is here to start trouble as well. When you choose to live on the streets, I'll tell you what, Av, you still here? Why don't you let me worry about it? Because it's my channel. How about that? Let me worry about it. You worry about you, I'll worry about me. When you get a channel, you make sure you keep those piss ants out. In the meantime, I'll choose for myself what I allow and don't allow. Thank you. When you choose to live on the streets homeless at the age of 16, you have mental illness. Yeah. Pieces. Well, you know what he thought, though? Since his fucking childhood, everything in his life has been about money. Don't forget what Tony Pizza said once. I don't know how many of you guys remember this, but I remember this. He said that, he hated the other kids, hated them because they would get $20 allowance a week, which, by the way, I really fucking highly doubt in what are we talking, late 70s or early 80s? Yeah, I highly doubt they were getting $20 a week. But he said they would get $20 a week for free for allowance, and he had to work to get $5 a week. It drove him fucking crazy. Okay, so everything's been about money his whole life. So when he decided to run away, he didn't do it expecting to live on the streets. He did it expecting to be able to get his mother for child fucking support. So then he could live on his own and do whatever the fuck he wants and be the animal he is, but have her pay for it, which is basically what he's been doing his whole adult life too. You know, it's all about money with him. Always. That's all he cares about. It's unbelievable. You would think, let me tell you something. I'm like that too. To me, money is God. And I'll be the first to say that. Money is my God. My godfather or my grandfather used to hold up a $100 bill and say, this is my God. And I agree with him. I agree with him because I've seen money do more for people than God ever has. Okay? That's how I see money. I ain't even going to lie to you. But I still won't take it over certain things. You guys have seen that yourself. I've gotten rid of some of my biggest donors just because they tried to get me to compromise my integrity. I've kicked them right to the fucking curb. But I still see money. Money is my God. I'll be the first to say it. I'll say it over and over again. Okay. What was my point? Oh. Because I feel that way about money, I have done everything you can imagine to get it. Okay, except for beg and panhandle. Okay, I have sold fucking drugs. I've risked my life. I've robbed people. I fucking I risked my freedom, basically my entire fucking life from when I was 15 years old to when I was 39 fucking years old. I risked my freedom and my life every single day that I was selling drugs. I also worked miserable fucking jobs that nobody would ever want to fucking work, in shitty factories and every fucking thing else. I had a DJ business. I was always motivated because money is so important to me. It means so much to me because I know how important it is. So you would think a guy that seems to feel the same way about money, well, even more so in his case, would be as motivated and driven to actually get his hands on some. But he's not. He's not. He'll get it if he can. If it is given to him, he'll get it. Good, then he'll be happy. But if it's not being given to him, he will go without it. I will not go without it. Let me tell you something. All this nice shit I like to have, nice clothes and sneakers and jewelry and possessions, I've had those my whole life because I went out and got them by any fucking means necessary. I made sure I had the money to do those things. Tony Pizza's not the same. He wants the money, but not enough to do anything real to get it. The guy's never even been a criminal for money. He's never even really committed crimes to get money. 23 days in Alamance County, possession of stolen fucking property. Never done anything. Beg and panhandle, that's it. And if the begging and panhandling, if the donations dry up, he just won't have money. We've seen it. We saw him go from hotel to hotel to hotel to living in a tent for months, living in a tent, hiking around with his fucking tent, going to different areas of, the East Coast as usual and walking through woods and every fucking where else, trying to find a place to pitch his fucking tent. And of course, he'd still be outside with a fucking, a fucking frying pan making a fucking steak for himself every night. Fucking lunatic. But that's what he did. We saw it, that if he ain't getting it, he ain't getting it. Me, I don't give a fuck. I'm telling you right now, I'll go back to working a factory job in a heartbeat. And if that ain't providing what I needed to provide, I'll grab a couple of ounces of coke or crack or whatever the fuck, and I'll hit the streets like without a second fucking thought. And I'll be right back in business. I don't care. Tony Pizza, though, he wants all the money. He just doesn't want to do anything to get it. Nothing. If someone stole my identity, my credit score would probably go up. Yeah, I used to say the same shit. Don't call me a goof jerk off. A grown fucking man. If I have a problem with people coming in here promoting their fucking channels, I'll say so. I'm not like that, Avenue. There's content creators who are like that. Who every time a new person starts a channel and they feel like they took $5 out of the pot, they go fucking ballistic. I'm not like that. I don't care. I try to help people. And Nick, I'm assuming that's who you're talking about because nobody else is promoting their channel. Seems like a good dude to me. I want to help the guy. So that's it, Avenue. What do you want me to say? Isaac FDZ 499. Hey chat, Pizza is watching. How about we all tell him to go wash his feet? Good idea. Go wash your feet, Tony Pizza, you filthy scumbag animal, you. Tracy C, member for 5 months. Pizza, wash those dirty feet. Dirt feet. Thank you for being a member for 5 months, Tracy C. I'm more upset with the government for letting Pizza, their Area 51 Plum Island experiment, get loose. You think that's what they were doing that whole time? They were creating Tony Pizza. He was their Frankenstein. Oh yeah, of course it is, and I don't give a fuck. I did it my whole life, and I would do it again. I would do it again. And if I was working too, listen, I'll do both, whatever. It's good to be motivated by money, but his dishonesty about how he got it is comical, and his supporters are just as delusional as he is. Most believe he found that 8K on the street. They're stupid people, man. Most people also believe he got hit by a car a few months back, and people believe that fucking Leon ate a rusty fucking nail or staple from the carpet or whatever the fuck it was, and they believe everything he says. Everything. Every time he says he's going to get an apartment, they believe that. I'm telling you, it's not that he's a good con man. It's that he has stupid fucking people he's conning. He knows. Tony is a dumb guy himself, but he realizes how dumb they are. Otherwise, he would make his scams and shit a lot more elaborate so they're actually believable to anybody with a fucking brain in their head. But he knows that they don't have a brain in their head. Not all of them collectively don't have one fucking brain. Okay? They're stupid people. They're robots. He says donate, they donate. He says I want an RV, they give him RV money. I want an apartment, they give him apartment money. He squanders that and says, no apartment. 2 weeks later, I got an apartment again. I need money. They give him apartment money again. I used to watch him collect the rent from them. 2 days later, it would be gone, and he would say, I still need the rent for Monday. And they'd give it to him again. It's amazing. SDL Union, money and possessions mean nada in life. Nothing truly belongs to you. Materialism is delusional. Materialism to an extent, I won't say nothing truly belongs to you. And possessions, okay, possessions don't have to be that important. But money, SDL Union, listen, without money, you don't have anything. Nothing. You might as well be fucking dead. Nothing. You can't eat. You can't have a roof over your head. You can't have clothes on your fucking back. You can't have anything. You have nothing. Nothing. Money is so fuck. And you know what? Who feels that way? People like me who grew up without it. For real. Because if you've truly been without it at any point in your life, you understand the importance of it. It's so fucking important. People will say pizza. People will say money doesn't buy health. Well, not in every case. No, not in every case. Look at Bruce Willis right now. Look at Michael J. Fox. Look at Patrick Swayze. Look at Steve Jobs. People like that. Not always, but most of the time it buys you health. Try to get shit you need done at a doctor's office or in a hospital, or certain procedures you need taken care of, or whatever it might be, and see how well you do without insurance or some fucking money to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? Try to get the medical treatment you really, really require in this country without money, especially in this country, the worst medical fucking industry in the entire fucking planet. I got a fucking defibrillator under my arm. It took them about an hour and a fucking half. They sliced me open, put it in, ran some wires, tested it, $100,000. And the fucking defibrillator was $5,000, $95,000 to put it under my fucking arm. So everything requires money. Everything. If you have loved ones, you want to provide for them. It takes money. If you have kids, you got to keep them healthy. You got to keep them fed. It takes money. Takes money. Everything takes money. So Pizza talks shit about the police, but the minute that pussy gets scared, who does he call? Of course, that's what they all do. That's what they all do. No, I know, Avenue U. I know if you're just looking out for me, I understand, bro, because you're right. They have. They have, and I'm fully aware of it, but this is the way I choose to be, Avenue U. And I'm no sucker either, okay? But I am a nice guy and a kind person. And I look at it like this. I am the type of person that likes to help people. I do. Any chance I get, I like to help people, whether it's with addiction and recovery, whether it's with money, whether it's with promoting your channel, whether it's a person in my life who might need something, whether it's even if somebody just needs someone to talk to or vent, I like to be that guy. So, it's just in my nature to help people with their channels, even though I've been burned and I have learned my lesson. I know it. I'm fully aware of it. I won't let those motherfuckers, those backstabbers, change who I am. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, anybody I promote from this day forward, they might burn me, but at least I'll feel like, even though they did the wrong thing in the end, I did the right thing in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the reason is because Avenue U, because I got help myself. I was already on a roll when I started this channel, but Jimmy Calandra was a huge help to my fucking channel, and I don't forget that. You know what I mean? People who did interviews for nothing, who didn't even ask for a dime, celebrities helped my channel, stuff like that. So, I just do my best to help people. If I like you, I try to help you. But I'm always looking. You know me, Avenue U. I'm a pretty street smart guy. I'm always looking for the con. I'm always looking for the betrayal. That's why I get rid of people the way I do. Because the minute I even see it starting, I cut you out like a cancer. I don't even want you in my fucking life anymore. As soon as I see the betrayal starting, that's why I've ended virtually every friendship I've ever had on here. Because unfortunately, all of them at some point or another betrayed me. Not now, like the people I'm still friends with, but the ones I've ended. It's because every one of them at some point or another stabbed me in the fucking back. So I appreciate you looking out, Avenue. At first, I didn't know what you were up to, but yeah, that's all. I mean, fuck it. In the end, well, I'd like to say none of it has done any real harm, but who knows? Maybe it has because I can't get people to donate any fucking more. So who knows? I don't know. Maybe it has. Guys like Tony Pizza and Suge are pathetic. Seeing Suge's community post about how he hates the mob tube genre and he's done. I didn't even know he did a single episode on the mob or he was in the genre. Good point, Ham Sammy. He never has. Never. He's talked in passing about like the DeMeo crew, stuff like that. But he's never done a mob show. Not one. Not one. The rest of us have done, dozens, hundreds, whatever. He's never done a single one. I don't even think he knows that much about the mob. I really don't. He came in here to fight with people. That's the funny thing about him, is he's the victim now and he needs to escape the drama, but it's the drama that he himself started. Listen, a lot of people on here started their channels with good intentions. Some started them with bad intentions, and he's one of them. He decided to create a channel that was going to be all about going after me. That was his first order of business. He picked the worst possible target. And since then, he's done nothing but start shit with trouble. Other people who are terrible targets to pick, like Chicago and SoFlo. And he gets his ass handed to him on a regular basis. It drives him crazy, and he plays the victim. Just like a lot of people like him with his politics and stuff like that. They like to play the victim. They're always the ones who are being victimized in some way or another. Poor them. Pizza accounts for 9 out of 10 Mothman sightings in West Virginia. That's fucking funny, bro. Nice. Oh, shit. I was there. The Vinny Broncos and Cousin Doms of the past. I just seen signs. Oh, all right. Well, then, yeah, you're fully aware of what you're talking about. Yes. Yeah, you got that right, bro. Those motherfuckers, Vinny especially, man. Vinny was like, that was betrayal. Like, And that was in the beginning. You know, I hadn't experienced too much betrayal on here yet. He was one of the first. And for NB, and look what his betrayal caused him. He's in the Bermuda Triangle. Nobody even knows he has a fucking channel anymore. If he would have fucking stayed with me, he'd have 200 people watching him every fucking live stream like he did at one point. You know? But nah, he decided to go with her, and now look, you know? But yeah, man, you're right. You're right. Cousin Dom, too. That dude, well, he met an asshole named Primo who he either stole $5,000 from or Primo offered to loan it to him. And then he ran off with it, Cousin Dom. And then Primo, to this day, he wants to blame me. Well, he wants to blame me and one other guy, except he don't blame that other guy anymore because that other guy allows him into his chat. You know, and he's nice to him. You know what I mean? But he blamed us. And especially me to this day, even though I had nothing to do with it. I found out 2 weeks after. As a matter of fact, the other guy that he's still friends with, that he was blaming for a while, knew about it before me and was the one that told me about it. But he likes to blame me. I'm the one that somehow got him robbed. I had no fucking idea. No idea. You're just a stupid ass who handed over $5,000 fucking dollars to someone. I don't know why. I don't know why, but you decided to take it out on me, stupid ass. You shouldn't have fucking given over that money to a fucking stranger. No, I know you won't, Jesse. I know. All right. Well, then I take back what I said in the beginning. I wasn't trying to be a dick, Avenue U. I just never know. You know, I don't remember. You know, maybe you went by a different name before. I don't remember Av U still here. So I thought maybe you were just talking shit. You understand. I deal with it a lot. Yes, I am, Tom Sheehy. Thank you, brother. Shuggy Boogie had a chance. Everything that's happened to him, he asked for. Everything. Everything. He's nobody's victim. He is nobody's victim. It's all good, man. No, it's my fault. I deserve to be called a goof. I kind of went off on you. It's all good, man. Thanks for apologizing. Yeah, you know, this is what he's done. This is what a lot of these guys do. You know, they ask for fucking trouble. They ask for trouble, and then when they get it, they play the victim. They play the victim. It's unbelievable. I told you, man, one thing that's seriously lacking on MobTube is fucking self-awareness. You know, like look at what Shug just did. He's charging a guy for making a threat to his property or something. Meanwhile, Shug spent like 2 weeks talking about how he's going to send people to my house to do all types of shit, from cut my throat to knock my eyes out of my head to damage my wife's car to vandalize my house. That's why, bro, your court date, you're ruined. That judge is going to hear so much about you and the things you've done, and he's going to see and hear evidence. You just fucked yourself up, because SoFlo will come to that town or do a Zoom hearing or whatever he has to do. He'll have his court appearance, and he'll be back in fucking beautiful paradise in South Florida. You got to stay there. You better stay there. No, you got to stay there where the fucking cops and the judge and the prosecutors now know the shit you're up to on your fucking channel. The shit that you're up to. And you don't even do it for a living. I had this argument with a cop. He said that the stuff you do on your channel puts you and other people in danger. I said, does being a cop put you and the people around you in danger? He said, yeah. I said, what's the difference? Never try to argue with me. You'll always lose. So with you, it's not even that. You're not even doing it for a living. You're not even doing it it's not even a job. It's a hobby. It's a hobby. What is this? Windy Mike, hey, FBS mowing lawn and somehow accidentally hit the report button. Please ignore. I don't understand what that means. You reported me for something? That's all right. People do it all the time. Never amounts to anything. I don't know what that's about. I'm not sure who Windy Mike is. We dropped the link from This Can't Be Wrong. Guys, I'll ask one more time and then I give up. If anybody would like to donate, there's 110 of you watching my show right now. You must be enjoying it because you're still here. You know what I mean? I'm doing this to entertain. You know, if you could, you know, in some way, shape, or form, compensate me, I'd appreciate it. Fat Bald-Sicilian, are you kidding me? Pizza was on record with Senior, Sonny, Michael, Sammy, Jerry, Chili. The list goes on, but only I knew Raymundi. There you go. Oh, shit. Oh, gotcha, Avenue. Here's Miss Can't Be Wrong, the one and only. Hey.
Hey, guys. You know how the lavanda thing has been a running joke in the chat with everybody, right?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, me and my husband were talking about something yesterday. I don't even remember what it was, but it came up. And I meant to say lavender. And we have said lavanda so much that I kept getting tongue-tied and couldn't say it. I kept going lavanda, and it was hilarious. You'd have had to been here.
That's so fucking funny because me and Shanna were at a flea market or something a while back, and we saw they were selling something, and I forget what it was, lavender something, lavender. See, there you go. And I saw it. That's the first thing that came to my mind. Oh, look, lavender. Funniest shit ever.
Yeah, I actually said it. I said, yeah, I don't like lavanda, and it came out, and then I caught myself, and I was kept trying to say lavender, and it took me a minute to get my brain switched back right and say.
That's the problem. When you fuck around and say a word differently so much, you actually start to change the way you say it.
Yeah.
Even involuntarily, you say it that way from now on.
Yeah, that's just hilarious. And what's wrong with y'all? Get your wallets out and start donating. What's wrong with you people?
Bad, man. I'm telling you, it's crazy. I don't know what to say anymore, but yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, thanks for letting me come up and tell that story. I just had to. It's funny.
Oh, no doubt. Thank you for coming on.
That, bleed off from here into regular life. Sometimes it's funny.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It does.
All right. Have a good day, guys.
All right. There's the one and only Miss Can't Be Wrong. Nico, see a connection. Is there an ordinance in your town, FBS? Some places allow mobile homes to park on the street. Imagine pizza camping on your street, LMFAO. He wouldn't be here long. He threatened his lavanda plants. Yeah, is that what it was, too? I mean, like a tree or a bush or a fucking... God almighty, you are so gay, stand-up guy. You really are one big, fat, fucking, ugly, stupid, old fucking geriatric fruit. Oh, my God. The fuck are you worried about plants for? Be a fucking man. Holy shit. Paul Perry, what? Midwest Mafia Productions. Oh, Cousin Dom's. Yeah. Oh, no. Look, you donated. I appreciate you. It's all good. It's the people who don't. It blows my mind. Even the people that used to. I have people that are friends that used to donate that don't donate anymore. I don't get it. I don't know what happened. It all stopped April 1st. It's the oddest fucking thing I've ever seen. The money just came to a screeching halt April fucking 1st. Anyway, with that, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go. Yesterday, I said I was going to wash my car, but it was 9,000 fucking degrees. It's like 80 right now. So I'm going to do it today instead. Let me just see here. All right. Have a good day at work. All right, guys. Thank you to the people who did donate. Isaac FDZ, Baby A, Sally, and thank you for the members, Joe Bag of Donuts, Tracy C., and Nico See a Connection and Midwest Mafia Productions. Thank you, guys. I love you all. And until next time, salute.